Mindfulness for Beginners. I hope you're happy. I hope you're peaceful. It's a pleasure to practice with you again. If you're enjoying the podcast, why not join our Facebook group? The link's in the description. And early next year, I'm going to be offering a course via Zoom called Be Calm, Be Happy, which is the course that's offered by Plum Village Thich Nhat Hanh's organisation. So why not join the Facebook group and be the first to find out about it. Today we're going to be going through a bit of a refresh on the basics of mindfulness. So we're going to go through what mindfulness is. We're going to go through a guided meditation. We're going to learn how to apply mindfulness to your everyday life. So just starting off with what the benefits are of practicing mindfulness. Well, maybe you've been told at some point in your life to either calm down, or maybe you've been told to cheer up. And in that moment, did you feel a deep sense of peace or happiness because of that? Or was that something that you found a little bit irritating? And the reason that it might bother us is because emotions aren't like a light switch that we can directly control, and it's not healthy to ignore them either. Trying to be calm or trying to be happy doesn't work, and chasing after things that we believe will make us happy tends not to work either. So practicing mindfulness doesn't switch off difficult emotions, but through a little bit of regular practice, it can help us to transform difficult feelings and limit the damage that anger, anxiety, and sadness can sometimes do to us. So my whole life I've been quite an anxious person, and I've always looked for something that could help with that, and mindfulness is the only thing I've found that works. So that's the sales pitch. But what is mindfulness? Well, it's helpful to start with some of the misconceptions. So it's not about trying to clear your mind, because no one could sit for 15 or 20 minutes without having a thought arising. The Dalai Lama can't do it. Thich Nhat Hanh can't do it. It's not about trying to be calm or trying to be happy. It's not about trying to achieve enlightenment or nirvana. Mindfulness is about the here and now. It's about focusing 100% of your attention on whatever it is that you're doing and being present with whatever it is that you're experiencing. So that might be things that you're experiencing in your body. It might be things that you're experiencing in your mind. It might be feelings that you're having. And that same focus and concentration can be applied to many different things. So you can apply it to what you can hear. You can do a listening meditation. You can apply it to walking. So a walking meditation is where you focus on the feeling of your feet on the ground, and you might focus on your surroundings. You can eat mindfully. You can drink mindfully. But a really easy way to start to learn how to practice is by focusing on the breath. We're going to do a little bit of a breathing exercise now. So if you see if you can focus as much of your attention as you can on the in-breath and on the out-breath. And as you continue to breathe consciously in and out, you might become aware of the column of air between your nose and your diaphragm. You might start to notice how your in-breath feels cooler on the way in. Warmer on the way out. You might notice the changes in your body as you breathe. So you might notice how your shoulders rise as you breathe in. How your stomach falls as you breathe out. And you might notice the rhythm of your breath You might notice where an in-breath finishes and an out-breath starts, and where an out-breath finishes and where an in-breath starts. Not trying to breathe in any particular way, just breathing in a way that feels comfortable to you. And when I talk to people about mindfulness, I've been told that reducing your anxiety and having a happier life, it can't really be that simple. It can't be just focusing your awareness on your breath. It seems almost ridiculous. But we can think of our mind as a jar of water and sand. And most of the time, our mind is being stimulated by thoughts and experiences. And as a result, our mind is quite murky and cloudy. It can be difficult to focus, and it can be difficult to see the world as it is. But when we stop agitating the jar, it becomes clear without any effort. Everything begins to calm. The sand begins to settle. And in the same way, when we practice being quiet and patient with our mind, so that the stimulation of thoughts reduces, then we too feel calmer. So when we practice mindfulness, it's a practice of non-doing, of stopping and allowing things to settle down. And the evidence shows that a little bit of daily practice can make a huge impact over time, and that's definitely been the case for me. So now we're going to do a guided meditation. I'm going to start with 3 sounds of the bell and do a settling in introduction at the start. But the thing, just before we start, the thing I would really encourage you to bear in mind is not to give yourself a mental slap on the wrist if you have thoughts. So everybody has thoughts as they meditate. And if your mind wanders, just notice that thought. Just listen to that thought for a moment. Allow it to leave, and then gently, without judgment, bring your attention back to your breath. So if you want to make yourself comfortable, so firstly, focusing on your posture. I would invite you to imagine your spine as a stack of coins with your head balanced on top, your heart raised upwards and outwards, and your hands comfortably in your lap. Moving your awareness to your body, noticing if you feel warm or cold, noticing if you feel tense or relaxed. Becoming aware of the sensation of the clothes against your skin. The points of contact between your body and the chair. Moving your awareness to your thoughts and feelings. And as we go through the guided meditation, noticing each thought as it arises, and that might be an anxious thought about tomorrow. It could be a happy thought about today. It might be a sad thought about yesterday. Just sitting with each thought for a moment, allowing it to leave, and gently and without judgment, bringing your attention back to your breath. And finally, focusing your awareness on your breath, noticing the column of air between your nose and your diaphragm. Noticing how the air feels cooler on the way in, warmer on the way out. Breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. In, out. Breathing in, my breath grows deep. Breathing out, my breath goes slow. Deep, slow. Breathing in, I am aware of my body. Breathing out, I relax my body. Aware of body, relaxing body. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release all tensions and worries. Smiling, releasing. Breathing in, I establish myself in the present moment. Breathing out, I know it is a wonderful moment. Present moment, wonderful moment. Opening your eyes, taking a moment to stretch your back or your legs if you need to. And just noticing any changes in your mind or in your body. So, as well as sitting down for a guided meditation, you can also apply mindfulness to your everyday life, focusing your awareness in everything that you're doing. So, a couple of examples of this might be if you were washing the dishes, so not washing the dishes thinking about being somewhere else, or washing the dishes so that you've got clean dishes. Literally just washing the dishes for the sake of washing the dishes, really being in the moment. Walking to the kitchen and making a cup of tea. Or a favourite of mine is brushing your teeth. So whenever we're brushing our teeth in the morning, our thoughts tend to be somewhere else, thinking about the day that's coming up. But you can really focus your awareness on what you're doing. So you might notice the coldness of the tiles underneath your feet. You might notice the shape and the feel of the brush. You can focus your awareness as you're putting the toothpaste onto the brush, and then as you go through each tooth, really noticing the sensation of the brush in motion. Or you can just simply sit for a few moments and be aware of what you can feel in your body. So sitting where you are right now and focusing your awareness on your toes and just seeing what you can find there. You might notice if they were warm or cold. You might notice the contact with the ground, contact with your socks. You might even be able to notice the contact from one toe to another. And you can do that with your whole body, and we call that a body scan. If you've done a yoga class, then you might have done that before. And another way that mindfulness can really help us is with our difficult feelings. So if we had a sad or angry or anxious thought, rather than being swept away by that, we can stop, we can breathe, we can notice that thought, we can acknowledge what we're feeling without being caught up in it. And we can listen to that thought in the same way that you would listen to a friend that was visiting your house. You'd bring them in, you'd sit them down at the table and make them some tea. And we might think about the roots of that thought and feeling. So this particular situation that might be giving us anxious thoughts and feelings, is there an event in our past that is feeding into what we're experiencing in the moment? It's not particularly easy to remember to do that in the heat of the moment whenever you're experiencing a difficult emotion, but that's why regular practice really makes a difference, just a little bit every day. So just to summarize what we've gone through, so mindfulness is focusing 100% of your awareness. And a couple of things you might take away from this to have a go at is being aware of your body and your breath, noticing thoughts as they arise without getting involved with them and getting swept away. And as Thich Nhat Hanh says, nothing is more important than your peace. Because if we take a few moments for stillness, that can lead to focus. Applying focus to our awareness leads to concentration. Concentration leads to calmness. And that calmness can offer us insight into our difficult emotions and our suffering. And that's what gives us peace. And then with that peace comes compassion for others. And with compassion for others comes peace in the world. And that's why nothing is more important than your peace. So may you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be healthy, and live a long life.
Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my